Okay, good. I see us, yes. All right.
All right, I think we actually have it synced this time where we
We're
don't
getting
have to
better at
wait for
this.
YouTube to come in. So we are back with our
22nd,
pre-show.
22nd episode. Wow. Yeah. Season 3.
This is our little pre-show warm-up for those of you who may be new to us. This is not the show.
Yeah.
This is just a little sneak peek. The actual show has much better production, but we like to go live and give you guys a little sneak peek of
Well, the
what's going
YouTube,
on.
the YouTube turns out
It
just like the
does.
show.
The YouTube turns
But
out good.
if you're just an Instagram
Instagram,
addict,
it's not
you're going to hear
great.
lots of
It's my
chains rattling
it's
and
my
neighbors
freaking
yelling,
phone. So what are you gonna do?
neighbors yelling, dogs and cats living together.
Honking.
Okay, yes. Um, so Stace and I had a fascinating discussion this week about people that we think should just stop. There's just a handful of them that always seem to be coming through the news feed, and they should just stop.
Getting awards.
Let's start with Ozzy. As all of you know, I thought Ozzy should have hung it up in the 80s, but he's still at it. Now, on one hand, I'm impressed that he's lived so long enjoying chemical refreshment as he has. I guess if you have money, you can do that. On the other hand, having to put up with Sharon, I kind of feel bad for the guy. I think I'd be doing shots of antifreeze or anything else I can get my hands on to deal with that bitch.
He does win the award though for the most incoherent videos, interviews, and lyrics.
Everyone has a story about him from the early days. Like I remember reading an article. It was one of the guys from Slade or something. He said that they were like in the Middle East somewhere in between shows, and he walks up to this guy in a bar it's an Arab, and he's got this newspaper and it's all in Arabic, and he just goes, "Hey mate, what's my horoscope?" I mean, everybody's got a story. You gotta love the guy. But anyway, uh, somebody else who should probably hang it up, Ricky Gervais. Yes, I know he's very popular on Facebook, but his last couple of stand-up specials, let's face it, they were embarrassing. He is just not funny anymore. We get it that you have fuck you money. Jokes about how rich you are wear thin very quickly. You have to be careful with that. What he needs is someone to tell him the truth that he's not funny anymore. Just sit back and rake in that money from the office and whatever other revenue streams you have and just stop with the stand-up. It's terrible.
All right, Snoop Dogg.
Oh
There
God.
was a time when he actually had an OG vibe.
Nothing but a G thing. Remember that?
Yeah,
With
yeah, he
Dr.
actually
Dre.
had kind of a gangster vibe, but now he's just the Mickey Mouse of the smart pot smoking world.
It's not smoking.
Yeah, it's not. That's a whole nother genre, but the pot smoking.
This is the charm of live. Yeah.
So, maybe Morgan Freeman can pass him with the wise old black man shtick for every film composed with humans in them.
He would be a good replacement for Morgan Freeman once he gets older.
Yeah, yeah.
He could be wise
He's
and
already got the gray thing going on.
yeah.
And I really think linking up with Martha Stewart on more than a few projects, including 19 Crimes Wine, it doesn't give him street cred, even though she did Time, which
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
was spoofed on Orange is the New Black by that Judy character.
Well, before I forget, so this week's sponsor is Questionable Hygiene Soda. The conversation is going to be uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean you have to be. Cheers.
And Robert Downey Jr. I give him props for coming back, from rehab and breaking into other people's houses and then doing a great Iron Man thing. But then I saw part of that Dr. Doolittle thing.
Blech.
I guess he could do anything after being
Thought he
Iron
could,
Man.
thought he could do anything after Iron Man.
Only Eddie Murphy can get away with making shitty movies like that.
Yeah.
Stick to Marvel flashback scenes.
I think he has to now. Yeah.
Although you have to admire an actor who reads his own bad review while accepting a Critics' Choice Award. He honestly did this.
I don't think he ever taught weird science. I'd like to start off by apologizing for the icy at the mall today. It was just childish, and I'm sorry. It was just like tomfoolery. The way he delivers that line without laughing, that's classic. Classic. Oh, maybe the biggest of all.
Trump. I cannot believe this man is still a candidate for president. I mean, because
Soon.
yeah, every family barbecue will be converted to a backyard brawling match because of one man.
No, it's crazy. I know.
He is quite possibly the most tooted man to be the Antichrist by aluminum hat wearing folk than anyone else.
Oh, what happened? Lost her background.
Oh,
Live.
out.
See live. This is what you get live. Dave Grohl, rock and roll's biggest pussy. I keep getting footage. Anything that happens in the musical world, I get hammered with 6 times. You know, like I got 27 messages when Slayer announced the reunion, right? I don't know why I get it so many times, but there's footage of him watching a U2 concert and he's like freaking out. Why in the hell do I want to watch one douchebag admiring another? I mean, I was shocked that he wasn't crying in the picture.
That was probably later.
Yeah.
And finally, in our list of people who should hang things up, the Hamburglar. I mean, masks and McDonald's are kind of out of vogue at this point.
Yeah.
Plus, he doesn't have to steal them. He can just DoorDash them.
Yeah, that takes all the fun out of it, though.
I was very happy to see, and one person I think should not hang it up, Marilyn Manson's going back on tour.
Yes.
So
What was the lineup? I wanted to go.
Oh, Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh yeah.
So despite all the lawsuits, he's like, fuck you, I'm going on tour. I love it.
Good for him. Well, he needs to now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a great show in store for you. It'll be up this evening. Hopefully, we won't have problems like we did last week with rendering issues, but you never know. Keeps us on our toes. So peace out, everybody.